Introduce them because I want to get right to this. I want to hear as much as they have to say. It's Sienna Pilatin. We have Kyle Chinen, HNN Overtime. Go ahead and listen to the podcast online at HawaiiNewsNow.com. Fist bumps.
Boom.
Win.
Nice
W.
Win.
Oh,
on the
go to
road,
camera.
too.
W. There you go.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the
So
road.
here we go. What happened?
That's right. UH Nevada last night in Reno, 27-14 the final score, and it was almost a complete reversal from what we were seeing the last 4 weeks. Obviously, the team on a 4-game skid, but they down the Wolfpack to get their first road win of the Timmy Chang era. And man, like I said, a complete turnaround, right, C?
Yeah, the defense was the MVP of the game.
Whoa.
That's just how important it is to go out there and put pressure on their offense. You know, the Rainbow Warriors defense had a season high of 6 sacks. That is huge, alongside two picks, and so it's stuff like that that just like put pressure on their offense, get our offense back on the field.
Okay, defense, offense back on the field.
Yeah.
Offense. So the blind protect Shager. Is that kind of what happened, or did they?
They gave Shager a lot of time, and if you look at the numbers, it showed. When you give Shager time, he can do things like this: 21 of 38 completed passes, 202 yards, 2 touchdowns. But then he was also showing off the legs a little bit. I mean, the Kanoa Leahy and Rich Miano on the broadcast yesterday were kind of saying he was a little fleet of foot, kind of showing off the dual threat ability. But yeah, it just goes to show when you play complementary football. But one thing I want to mention is something that has been lacking this entire season: the run game. This team was able to run the ball. Landon Sims, number 30, the running back, he had a great game. He was the team's leading rusher, and total-wise, they had 138 rushing yards, which is a season high. And it might not sound like a lot, but a season high for a team that has been struggling in that area, that's signs of improvement, signs of life.
Okay, we don't have the time to, but if we did, I would go into penalties and some of the things that happened yesterday. We'll let that go on the side. That's for the podcast.
Yes.
So, Air Force is coming.
Oh, this is the big one. Now we do come back to Manoa, which is always a great, sign to be home. But Air Force just came off of a tough loss against Army. They only put up 3 points on the board, and they are the #1 team in the Mountain West. So I think they're going to come out to Manoa hungry and ready to go.
Okay, so what do we got to do? Do we take some of the same stuff?
We have to do what we did this week and translate it to next week to be competitive and to put on a good show, because this UH football team that we saw yesterday, that's the team that I think fans were waiting to see all season long.
Okay, so final score.
Air Force is going to win this one.
Okay.
I think it'll be maybe like a 34-14.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a little bit closer margins if we see this almost complete UH team that we saw yesterday.
But if the defense played like they did yesterday, there are the possibilities that they could pop that ball out, that they could, and we could get on the board more.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so what we need is all players on deck, right?
All phases of the game.
That means we need you.
The
You're
fans.
always, we need you there. So make sure that you're there. That's going to be over at the Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex. It's going to be Air Force. Get more details, etickethawaii.com to get your tickets, and we will see you there. Don't forget, also senior night is approaching too. For a lot of the sports like women's volleyball and for football. So go ahead and get the details, or go to our website and go listen to their podcast.